All right, welcome. My name is Gediminas, and our topic for today is how to increase your team turnover. So most leaders would like to have a bigger team turnover, to reach higher levels, and of course to earn higher income. But how can we make it? So there is a dirty MLM secret. Ooh, what is this dirty secret, Gediminas, you say? Well, a lot of leaders say just use the products and share the business opportunity with others. You can do the minimum and earn maximum. But the challenge with that is that less money comes back into the room than is spent, meaning that your team is spending more money than they are making. And if less money comes back than is spent, that means that somebody makes money while others lose money. That is not a great recipe for business. And the result of that is that people drop out from the business because instead of earning money, they're actually losing money. What's the answer of many leaders? Well, just invite more people. But no matter how many people you invite, the result will always be the same because the numbers remain the same. More people will keep losing money than earning money because more money is spent than earned. So what is the real solution for this problem? Well, that is synthesis method. Ooh, what is synthesis method, you ask? Well, synthesis basically combines two things, combines team building and sales, right? Basically, you need customers in order to create a profitable business model where people are making more money than they're spending. This increases turnover. It increases the passive income for you as a leader as well because your team turnover increases. It reduces churn. It reduces the dropout of people. Some customers will even become business partners. It then becomes easier, faster, more fun, and more sincere to build a business because now you're actually making money and helping other people to make money. So how does that work? Well, let's look at the numbers. Imagine you have 100 business partners in your team doing £100, dollars, euros turnover a month. That is 10,000 in turnover a month. Let's say company pays out 50%, meaning 5,000 comes back. That means less money is paid out to the team than the team is spending. People lose money and leave the business. Now look at another scenario. Imagine you have the same 100 business partners, but now they're making 1,000 turnover a month, which is 100,000 turnover a month for your team. Now that means more money comes back to your team. Actually, 90,000 more money comes back. And that 90,000 is from the customers, not from the team's personal consumption. 9 times more turnover, 9 times bigger checks. People stay in business now because they are making profit. They're not spending more money than they are earning. This 9 times increase is a result of the synthesis method, twice more conversations and decisions, and 9 times more turnover. So what you need to do is learn this method, teach it to your team, and then teach your team members to teach others. It's a simple skill, but it can give a very big reward. So once again, 100 people times 100 is 10,000 turnover. 100 people times 1,000 is 100,000 team turnover. Synthesis basically combines team building and selling the products. You see, without synthesis, let's say you talk to 3 people a day about the business opportunity, you will collect 21 decisions. But with synthesis, you will collect 42 decisions in a week and 9 times the turnover that you would have made. Well, how does that work? Well, the more decisions we collect, the more money we earn. Simple as that. So without the synthesis, if you ask 3 people a day about your business opportunity, you'll get 21 decisions. If you have 10 business partners, that's 210 decisions times 12 months, that's 2,520 decisions. New turnover only comes from new business partners because you're just using the products and inviting people to join the business. And because you do that, everyone in your team repeats the same thing. Well, with synthesis, you will get 42 decisions instead of 21, times 10 business partners, that's 420 decisions, times 12 months, that's 5,000 decisions, 9 times higher turnover, real customers. And again, because you will do it, your team members will do the same thing. So, good news is that the additional turnover comes from people who said no to the business opportunity. Meaning you don't need to find new people. It's the same people. Even better news is that you only need to say one extra sentence in order to make that extra money. You see, when you ask somebody, hey, would you be interested? Would you be open to take a look at an opportunity to earn extra money? You will get a no, right? A lot of the times. And there's two types of no's. One is a direct no. Thanks, I'm not interested. The second no is where the person fibs, where they lie a bit, right? And they say, well, I'll think about it, or I'll respond later, right? That's also a no. It's just they're trying to be nice. They don't want to say no right away. So let's look at the first one. How can we turn that no into a customer? So when somebody says no to you, give them a compliment. Say, thank you. Thank you for being open and honest. I appreciate you not lying or pretending to be interested. That is so rare nowadays for people to be real and honest. Now transition to the product and say, by the way, everyone loves perfume, but they don't like how expensive it is these days. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to save 60 to 80% of money you spend on perfume? Or, by the way, everyone knows that our greatest wealth is our health, and people are starting to care more about their health these days. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to try our nutritional supplements to help you and your family stay healthy? You see, when you transition into the product, some people will be interested. So one of the three things will happen when you transition into the product. A third of them will say, well, send me the info, I'll take a look at it, and I'll message you. That means a no. That means I'm not interested. They're just being polite, right? Send them the info and let them go. Most of them will never buy. Another third will ask a few questions about the products. Half of them are wasting your time, and half of them will buy something because they feel guilty because they said no to your business opportunity. It's okay, let them buy. And then third of them will buy because they are not interested in your business, but they are interested in the product. And you'll be surprised, but some people think that in order to use your product, they have to be in the business. And when they realize that, oh, I don't have to join the business, I can just be a customer, great, I want the product, right? So what happens? You turn 21 no's, no thanks, I'm not interested in the business, into 21 additional decisions about the product. So instead of 21 decisions, now you got 42 decisions. 7 didn't buy, 3, 4 from the second group might buy, and 6, 7 from the third group might buy, just because you've asked. How many times you've offered somebody an opportunity to earn extra income, they said no, and you just wish them luck, and that was it. Imagine if you asked each of those people, hey, by the way, and you transition into the product. Do you think some of them would have bought the product? Absolutely. So what this does, it creates additional sales, it creates additional income. Some people will even become regular customers who will buy on a regular basis. Now, imagine if you multiply that by 12 months, and imagine if you multiply that by all of your team members, if everybody done that. How much more turnover would you have in your business? And then the second group we said, will say, oh, I'll think about it, I'll come back to you later, whatever. Those that fib, right? So what we want to do with them, we want to also transition onto the product. So how can we do it with them? Well, we'll say, well, I totally understand that you need to think about it and you'll come back to me later. You have by the way, you have a quality that many successful people have. Can I share with you what that quality is? What do you think they will say? When you say you have a quality that many successful people have, can I share with you that quality? What do you think they will say? They'll say, yes, please, I want to know what quality I have that successful people have. So many will say yes. So you will say, people like you are very honest. And because they are very honest, they wouldn't do business if they weren't certain, if they weren't convinced that the product works. You're that kind of person, right? You're that kind of honest person, right? Of course, they'll say, yeah, I am that kind of person. So then tell them the story of Alexander the Great. And there's a story where Alexander the Great was a young boy, he's walking down the street and he sees 5 wise men arguing about how many teeth the horse on the other side of the fence has. And one says, well, he has to have this many teeth. The other says, no, it's impossible for the horse to have this many teeth, whatever. And Alexander the Great comes to them and says, hey, can I say something? And they say, what do you want, boy? What will you say? And he says, well, instead of arguing here, why not go over the fence and check and count how many teeth the horse has? Right? Wouldn't that be easier? So same way, instead of you now thinking, well, is it a good business? Is it not? Is it worth for me to join this business? Is it not? Wouldn't it be easier for you just to try the product and be sure that this business opportunity is for you? That does make sense, doesn't it? Right? So this way you can again help those people who say, I need to think about it, to make a decision to become a customer, and then maybe later they will even become your business partner. How does that sound? Does that sound very difficult? Does that sound very hard, or does that sound awesome? You can earn more, you can increase your team turnover, you can help your team to earn more, and all of this is just because you've asked one more question after they said no to your business opportunity. So it's really simple, and all you need to do is just start using it in your business too.